Alright, you guys, this is Irie StarCraft. I'm back for a third broadcast. Let's get this game started. I just downloaded this game from screplays.com, and this is on the Outpost, a 4v4. I did notice one of the players from the first game I cast, Vedran, one of the, looks like he's saying the same thing at the start of this game as last time too. He was one of the Zerg players that him and was it Zawa that lost their teammate and still came out on top with a quick rush. A lot of Zerglings, that very nice Baneling usage by Zawa. Anyway, so yeah, I'm still working on some of my settings. I turned down the game volume a little bit, turned my mic up a little bit, so hopefully you guys can hear me better. I have not refueled yet, for those of you who are down with with being Irie. All my friends who voted yes on Prop 19, even though it didn't pass, we did have a nice showing, 45%. That's really saying something there, so maybe someday. Anyway, to the game. We have nothing too unusual going on here so far, just some scouting going on by both teams. Red, though, I don't see any gateways or anything. Well, okay, so he's getting his assimilator before his gateway. That's interesting. I don't, by the way, claim to be an expert at StarCraft. I just love the game, and I'm having so much fun casting, so forgive me if I don't have the most brilliant insight on some of these build orders and whatnot. So Vedran doing a fast expand, killing off some kind of scouting unit there. It looks like Orange left his drone in here. So yeah, Vedran's got his fast expand, looks like 14 hatch and then 15 pool here. In for that expansion this time, possibly a safer location, but most definitely a safer location because you're close to everybody's entrance in here. The problem is there's only 3, so somebody is out of luck as far as that goes. But yeah, always good. As you see Vedran leaving Overlord here, always good to have these bases, some scouting here, and then if somebody tries to come in, you know, if they try and kill your Overlord from the ground, you can just scoot him over here and, you know, save him that way. So, not much going on. Vedran's massing up a lot of links, similar to last game, getting his extra hatchery, except this time, you know, he doesn't have all those excess minerals from his disconnected player, so we'll see how it turns out this game. We see a lot of some zealots coming up, 1 cannon to defend this front here, and pink, 3 hatcheries for pink, and the lair tech is already done. So I wonder, it looks like pink and possibly Vedran are going to be getting a ton of Zerglings. That is my early prediction, though. It looks like blue and purple are going to mass up their zealots and marines, and they're going to join up with nope, these are all purple's units, so it looks like, okay, here comes some stalkers and marine marauders all going to push out here. And like I've always been saying, man, team games, get those units together, stay together, and here we go. Baneling's on the way out, but oh, here they come. Oh, and it's going to be all some decent splash damage there. The Baneling's coming in around, doing some nice damage, although the support of these stalkers and the marines and marauders now coming in the back are able to deflect a lot of that. And it looks like they're just going to go ahead and push right into these expansions of the Zergs. And the Ling's coming out, Queen's coming out to try and defend here. Zergling's getting a nice surround on these Zealots coming in. Oh, look at all these Zerglings coming out. Going to push this back for now, but oh, and so many Zerglings are on the way out. It looks like these Zerglings are going to take care of this attack. And yeah, a fairly even trade there. From what I can tell, although they were unable to do any damage to the expansion, so I guess that does not make it an even trade because the Zerg players here were able to fend off that attack and keep their expansions running. No gas yet for Vedran, I noticed down here, so it looks like, you know, he is just going to be going for a ton of Zerglings and probably more Banelings And so yellow with Dark Templars are already out on the map. They're going to come. Oh, they're going to walk right over the supply depot. No detection in here. A missile turret's coming up, but it's going to get killed. And oh, this is going to be such a pain. Here we go. Oh, there's a missile turret there. And these Dark Templars need to come back around, and they are going to just sort of harass. Oh, and there comes the scanner sweep. And uh-oh. Yep, there they go. But the Zerglings, noticing that this supply depot is still down, gonna run right into the base here, and this force field is not gonna last too long because yeah, purple is gonna be coming in to help clean up these Zerglings, though they are doing quite a bit of damage here. The probes coming off the line to try and no, they're just gonna run straight through. Yeah, what I would have liked to maybe see there is the probes come in and surround these, get a better surround on these Zerglings. You might lose a few probes, but that'll gives you less time to, oh, and this is bad. The probe's trying to escape, and that was, yeah, and more Zerglings coming. Still, the supply depot is down, and Hellions finally coming in with the igniter, but getting surrounded, and and here comes the Mutalisk from pink, and that is going to be very devastating here for this base, though they are valiantly trying to protect it. Here comes red with some stalkers, and purple still has a bunch of zealots on the ground, forcing this attack back. So nicely deflected. There were but the DTs are still in the base. He needs to either lift off or bring these Hellions over, do something. He's got the detection, and oh man, blue is gonna lose his command center, and he didn't have to if he had just lifted it off and brought some of these units over a little bit quicker. But still doing okay on the top right team is still looking okay. They were able to push back that attack. Morling's going to be trying to possibly run into this expansion here, deciding not to. I'm not sure exactly why. Hellions are now in place to try and help defend that base. And never mind. I just totally, yeah, this is one of the perils of a 4v4 is just what they were on the same team, and these Hellions now going to get surrounded and cleaned up by the Zerglings and the Mutalisk. More bunch of roaches coming out. Anything interesting coming up on the tab? More Zerglings. We have Psystorm though coming out for red player, and that's going to be key if they can last long enough to he can get those High Templars out with some energy. A nice Protoss ball. It looks like they may have shared control, which is always good to do in a team game. Maybe not. I'm just getting confused by the way these units are just huddling around each other. But yeah, if you're comfortable with your teammates, it is a good idea to share control, because it's so difficult to coordinate once a skirmish has begun. It's so difficult for two players to try and coordinate. Sometimes it's easier to just share control and sort of allow and trust your teammates to know to make good decisions when it comes to micro. And it looks like the Protoss ball, the two-player Protoss ball with a ton of sentries, is going to start pushing out, and those sentries are going to be key. With if we see some nice force fields that could turn the tide of this upcoming battle, though these Zerglings and Banelings are sort of hidden back down here around this corner, sort of just waiting, and it looks like here they go. Gonna push in, nope, deciding to hold back, waiting for everybody to get in play, and here we go. Nice force fields though, pushing back some of that, and wow, look at all these units stacked up here, these Mutalisks coming into a Colossus. Now looks like it has been fungal growth down there, neural where are these? There are the infestors. Orange comes, some great infestor play there, and the Zerg swarm just cleaning up that Protoss ball. What is going to happen here? And yeah, it looks now red is what is red doing down here? Fighting on okay, here we go. Yeah, it looks there's so much action going on right now. The Hellions trying valiantly, and they're not going to be able to do much against this giant pack of roaches, mutas, and that's going to be GG. The Zerg swarm taking the game. Some great unit composition by these Zerg players down here, and also with two fast expos down here, we're able to macro up very quickly, and that nice pressure, the Dark Templar rush from yellow was able to stall the blue player. Perhaps if the blue player had been able to get his SCVs out and fight off those DTs by taking up his command center, and at the same time, if this purple Protoss player had actually used his probes in conjunction with those zealots to fight that little ball of zerglings that was up here, possibly this outcome would be slightly different. But yeah, so thanks for watching. This is Irie StarCraft, and that was the third game I've cast, and hopefully if you guys like it, I will do some more. Alright, peace out.